Can you see the? Can you see? Hi, everybody. Welcome. Amy, can you see comments on your screen? I never know.
No.
Okay. I'll put if there's like a question or something, I'll put it up on the screen. I
can go on my phone too.
I may switch to this view.
Okay.
But for now, when we're just chatting, I'll keep it this view. Hi, Lisa, and the 18 other people that are here. Welcome. Oh, that's my big laugh. You might need to mute that.
Yeah.
You'll see it. If you're watching on there, then you'll see it before I do here because there's like a 10-second lag. But how is everybody's weekend? Oh, over there there they all are. Jamie, Tiffany, Erica, Kathleen, Cynthia. Hello, welcome.
Oh, now I can see them. I was on there's like a private chat option and the comments option.
Oh, how funny.
I had to choose.
Hi, everybody. Chloe.
Hi, everyone.
How is your weekend? Oh, yeah. Surprise, everyone. Amy's here with me. Yay. Amy Bowman. She's got her own channel called Amy Bowman. You can check her out.
Original.
She's a booktuber as well, middle grade lover. I'll let you introduce yourself in a little bit once a couple more people come, like fully introduce yourself. But yeah, Amy and I are currently doing a buddy read of The Keeper of the Lost Cities. Oh, look at that. It's the right direction and everything. And so I was chatting with her on Voxer today and I was like, hey, Amy. Oh, she mentioned that she was going to come to the live sprint tonight. I was like, oh, do you want to be on there with me? So it's kind of spur of the moment. So thanks, Amy, for jumping on in spur of the moment. We have a couple like fun things to do besides reading sprints, obviously. I have some books I'm going to unhaul that I'm going to show you guys, and you can tell me if I should keep them or not. And Amy and I might do a tag. Like I think we might do the 20 questions tag. This is a way to kind of get to know our reading taste and stuff like that a little bit more, and you guys can answer as well because I love learning about you guys as well. Hi, Tara. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Angie. Tiffany, I keep hearing from people that Keeper of the Lost Cities get better and better as you go, which I guess makes sense in a longer series. Like the more you get to know the character,
right? Because there isn't as much. I need to build this world and things like that.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, we're really liking the first one. Mm-hmm. And Tiffany, had you read it before, or is this your first time reading it? Because Amy and I were just talking, like this seems like a book that you could reread the more you know about what's going on. Because at the beginning, you really don't know what's going on, but I feel like we're getting clues and little things about what's going on, and so I feel like if I were to be farther in the series or finish the series and then come back and reread it, I feel like we would know, be like, oh yeah, that's what they're talking about. Oh yeah, look at that, which I think is fun. Thank you guys. I did get my hair cut.
Her daughter has read them all several times. We were talking about that too.
I love that. And yeah, we did think like
they love. They just keep reading it.
Mm-hmm.
I
love that. Yeah, it's straight today. Yesterday I had a massage. So this week has been it's July. It's my birthday month, so I'm like doing all the things. So I had an unexpected day off on Thursday and Friday. I knew I was going to have Friday off. I thought I was going to work half day Thursday because they were going on vacation. I was going to watch them while they were getting ready. And they're like, no, you can just have the whole day. I was like, sweet. So on Thursday, I went to the beach. I live about an hour and 10 minutes from the beach. So I went to the beach. And then on the way home, I stopped to get a pedicure. And then Friday was haircut day. So it's like the pampering that happens when you get your hair cut and fresh colored, like no grays anymore right now. And then yesterday on my birthday, I had bought a Groupon for a massage. And so it was scheduled for yesterday. So yesterday was a massage. So it was like 3 days in a row of pampering for Krista. Happy birthday to me.
Yeah.
Hi, Angie.
Massage sounds good.
Hi, thank you guys for the birthday greetings. I mean, birthday months are my thing, right? I don't mind celebrating all month long.
Keep it going. Just milk it as much as you can.
Absolutely. So my cousin who lives an hour away in the opposite direction of the beach, like towards the mountains, she was gone for the last 2 weeks. They just came home on Friday or Thursday. And so last year, the last 2 years, I went to her house for my birthday. So I'm going on Wednesday. They have a pool. I'm going to swim in the pool. I only work till 1 on Wednesday, so I can go after work and go swim in the pool, sit in the hammock and read until she's done with work. And then we're having waffles for dinner. So another waffles day. So
waffles.
I love it.
That's awesome.
That's right. Treat yourself, Erica. I love it.
Yeah.
I have to.
I went up north. I live in Wisconsin. So I went up to the up north, where there's no internet.
Nothing.
There's a lot up there. There's just no electronics.
A lot of trees.
There's a lot of trees. My parents have a cabin up there. I saw a lot of deer. I didn't get to see any bear. My mom keeps on bragging to me that she saw a bear. It was like way far away from her. It was a black bear. So she just thought it was cool. She tells people about it all the time, and they're like, "Why didn't you run?" And she's like, "It was a black bear."
Yeah. I don't know.
My mom's fearless,
I love it.
Yeah. So, but then on Saturday, I went with my parents up into Michigan, and my cousin from Colorado was visiting, and my cousin from Milwaukee was up. So I got to see both of them, and each of them have 2 kiddos, and the youngest of the 4 was just born in December. So I hadn't met him yet. So I just got to meet Ethan.
I love it.
And fight over him with my mom for cuddle time.
So cute. Yeah, because he's just little. 6 months.
Yeah. Well, he's very big 6 months. He's off the charts big.
Yeah, but still 6 months is still so young.
But yeah, he still just wants to be held and just wants to cuddle and just smiles all the time. And
I love it.
Yeah. And then the other 3 kids are just they're just fun. They're fun kids to chill with. So that was good.
That sounds like a nice little getaway weekend to get to see some family and
it was nice.
Unplug for a couple of days, forced unplugging.
Yeah, and I got to read some, so
and that's nice.
Good too.
Hi, Rainey.
Hi, Rainey.
And Brandy who just popped in. Okay, so Amy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do questions to get to know you. Tell me, what's your go-to genres that you like to read? Like maybe top 2 or 3.
My go-to, I think it depends on what I'm looking for. If, because sometimes you just need to cry. So then I grab a drama romance. Sometimes I need to laugh. So I grab a romantic comedy.
Okay.
When I don't need to think too much, I like to grab a cozy mystery because their punny titles are super fun. And I'm removed from the murder because it's so implausible. Whole, But so I think for adult books, I really shy away from fantasy. I read it every once in a while, but I really shy away from fantasy in adult books. So for adult, I would say romance and cozy mysteries mostly.
Okay.
And then for middle grade, I really like fantasy.
Right.
And science fiction. And I really like historical fiction.
Nice.
And I'm really getting more into historical fiction now.
Yeah.
Too. So I don't know. I'm pretty
a little bit of everything, which I love because that's kind of
a book whore. I just read anything. So
well, we don't need to worry about it. But
there are worse things.
But I get you. I get what you're an eclectic reader. We can go with that.
Yeah, let's go with it.
That sounds a little nicer. Hi, Crystal and Jen. Nice to see you guys. For those who came a little late, not late, but who weren't here right at 7:30. This is Amy. She's my booktube friend. We are buddy reading a book right now. And so I kind of sprung it on. She mentioned coming to the sprints tonight. And I was like, oh, hey, why don't you be in the sprints tonight? So it was kind of last last minute joining in. Here's a good question for you, though. Amy, what is it about YA or middle grade fantasy that you like that you don't like in adult fantasy? So why do you think you like middle grade fantasy but not adult fantasy?
I don't like the politics.
Okay.
Like in adult
Yeah.
fantasy. And sometimes it seems more.
That's true. Like Mistborn, I love it, but it does get really political.
Yeah, there's like this big, heavy political.
Assassin's Apprentice, like the Farseer trilogy that I read, those are pretty political. But like,
and they're so long, and for me to hold all that information in, I think is really more than I want to handle.
As we're reading a middle grade fantasy that is a pretty chunker and has like 8 more that are just like it, right? So the length,
but it's not political.
But I get you. No, it's true.
It is a little bit. I don't know. I just don't read it as much. I kind of shy away from it. But I've never I don't read Cassandra Clare. I just haven't. I don't know that I wouldn't, but I haven't read Cassandra Clare. I don't read a lot of Sarah J. Maas.
Right.
My sister wants me to. I did read A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I didn't love it. My sister said, well, then you'll love the second book. I was like,
no. And do you know why I didn't like it? It wasn't content at all. It was writing style. She puts dashes and ellipses, ... Like, I think I counted 7 or 8 on one page one time. Like, she just overuses. It's like one of those things, like, once you notice it, you can't stop noticing it. Mm-hmm. Like, a book that I just finished. What was I even reading? I don't even remember at the moment. The description was that the guy had piratical eyes, like a pirate, piratical eyes. And she used that description for his eyes, I swear, 7 or 8 times in the book. Like, can we not think of another term to describe his eyes besides his piratical eyes? Like, it's not even a good word to say.
What do piratical eyes look like? The only thing I can think of is one covered with an eye patch.
Right? I don't know. Is it like slightly? I don't know. Is it like a bad boy look or mysterious and dark? I don't know. Intense. What is a pirate eye? Guys, tell us. What is a piratical eye? What is that book? I just finished it yesterday. This is how bad I am. Like, where did I even put it?
It's very rememberable, I can tell.
Clearly. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to go on Goodreads and look up what it was. I just finished it. Oh my goodness. Why
the buddy read is going really well. We're both really enjoying it.
Yes, sorry. We are really enjoying it. We're like not quite halfway.
No.
But it's reading really quickly.
Yeah.
All right, I'm on.
And we're both getting really frustrated because we only know as much as Sophie, the main character. And that, I mean, it's set up that way. You're not supposed to know, but we're both getting very frustrated for her. So.
Oh, 100 Summers by Beatrice Williams. That's what it was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that you were reading that on Instagram.
Lots of eyeliner. Lots of eyeliner, like Jack Sparrow. I mean, I'm not opposed to Johnny Depp eyes, but I don't know. It is an odd description.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Somebody knows what I'm reading. It wasn't a Beatrice Williams book. That's so funny. Yeah. Maybe he had a fake. Oh my goodness. I love it so much. It was such a weird description.
Mystery solved.
It was such a weird description, but then to use it over and over and over again, I'm like, I don't understand. I don't understand why this is like.
Well, why does she have to describe his eyes that many times?
Well, because that was how they first, I mean, it was kind of like a love at first sight type of a thing. Not really, but there was that instant click, and it was because of his piratical eyes that apparently were, I don't know.
She's into the eyeliner and fake eyes.
I mean, I felt like she could have used intense. She could have used mysterious. She could have used brooding. Like there's so many other words that you can use. Why do we need to say it over and over? I don't like that. I don't like it. Sylvia, did you like the book altogether? I mean, I feel like I liked the book. I gave it 3 stars. It could have been 4 stars, but I didn't like the love relationship I didn't care for, and the friendship relationship I didn't care for, and I didn't care for Pyretic a lot. There was like 3 things that I was like, no. So it got 3 stars. But in overall, like I feel like I enjoyed it as I was reading it. Yeah. Hi, Daisy. All right, it's 7:45. So at 7:50, we will start our first sprint, and we'll do a 20-minute read. So what is everybody reading tonight? We have a few minutes. I think I'm going to start my, you know what I'm going to do first, actually?
Weren't you going to do Les Mis?
Yeah, well, on my walk, I listened to Les Mis until my finger hit my phone and it skipped to somewhere that I hadn't read yet. And so I wasn't looking at my phone, so I don't know where I was. So I couldn't find my spot again. So I had to stop and start listening to something else. So I need to find where I was. So I'm not even necessarily going to be reading. I'm going to kind of be like skimming through to try to find where I was, which is so annoying. But it's okay because it's the section about the battle at Waterloo, which was like snooze fest for me. So I may just skip ahead a little bit anyway, depending on how much longer I have of that section. But I listened for, I don't know, 45 minutes while I was walking, and then my finger hit my phone and I lost my spot. So that's what I'm going to do first.
About the Libby app, when I skip ahead like that, it annoys me all the time when I don't need to know.
Yeah.
But when I skip ahead, it's like, you were just like 4 hours earlier. Do you know that? Or if I like hit the back button, it's like, you were farther than this. And it like tells me, and I get annoyed with it all the time. Like, yeah, I did do that on purpose. Thank you, Libby. But if something like that happened, I'd be like, yes, please. Thank you.
Cool. What are you going to start with? I know you showed me have a whole bunch, but
I'm going to be reading, I can't get it.
There you go.
Crumbs of Passion by Georgiana Daniels.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm 70% in it so far. And it's not my favorite cozy mystery, but it's cute. I'll probably give it, if it keeps going where it's going, I'll give it 4 stars, because cozy mysteries don't need to do much to get high ranks for me.
Yeah.
But like,
I love your hair is like blowing in the wind. Your model shot.
I set up my.
You have the nice
that's why my fan's on. It's not because it's freaking hot.
I love it so much. Okay, let's see what people are reading. So we've got The Shape of Mercy, Last Summer at the Golden Hotel, Where the Lost Wander, Dragonfly and Amber.
Where the Lost Wander. That's the one that you were talking about. And I pointed here, and you're not there.
I'm on this side.
You were talking about that. I put that on my TBR list.
Renia's Diary, Quintessence. Oh, that's such a good one. Middle grade. The Rose Code, Mansfield Park, Summer at the Garden Cafe.
Who's reading Fevered 1793?
Rebecca.
Rebecca, I want to read that.
Me too. Tell us what you think about it, Rebecca.
Yes.
Oh, and Tiffany loves that one. The Promise by Damon Galgut. Oh, The Hobbit. Fun. Oh, Jane. I'm so happy for you to read it for the first time. I love The Hobbit. Have you read The Hobbit, Amy?
No. I know, and I teach language arts. Like, I teach reading.
Read The Hobbit. Please read The Hobbit. Okay, you could skip the rest of The Lord of the Rings. Like, I said that. But read The Hobbit. I've read The Hobbit probably 5 times. I love it. I love it so much. Voyager. Someone else is reading Diana Gabaldon. Nice. A couple of you guys in here. Dear Mrs. Bird. I just got that for my birthday. And I've heard that it was so
that
good.
one looks really good.
Steal My Soldier's Hearts. We Were Liars. Amy No Hobbit. What the Wind Knows. That's my next Amy Harmon. I can't wait. Ooh, I can't wait.
I know, Stargater. I'm sorry. Terrible person.
I know, Tiffany. There are.
It's one of those things that I'm always ashamed to admit. Like, oh,
Tiffany. There are parts of Lord of the Rings that I like, but I don't like reading battle scenes in books, which is why I was kind of not paying attention as much to the Battle at Waterloo. But okay, we're gonna read
and her
now,
finger
or
accidentally slipped.
it really did. All right, I'm gonna put it on wide screen while we read because otherwise my chair it goes out of view. There we go. All right. So go ahead and read. We'll come back or go get stuff done, do the dishes, eat your dinner, whatever you need to do. Come back in 20. I'm going to find my spot.
Good luck.
Ouch.
What did you do?
I kicked my cart that my computer is sitting on.
That would hurt. You're okay?
I'm good.
All right.
second.
All right. It's time to come back. I found my spot in Les Mis. I like us big. I found my spot, and thankfully, I only have one more chapter till the end of this battle section. So I started reading it, but I'm like, I need to listen to it as well. Hi, everybody that came in, Mia and Stacy and Danny. Hello. Welcome.
Hello.
How's it going? How did you do? How do you like your cozy mystery? Did somebody die?
Well, somebody died a long time ago.
Or solved a murder?
I'm like 78% in, and there's like a ton of people like suspected, but all eyes are on like the main character because 15 years ago she dated the guy who died, and they broke up. Right, 15 years ago, and they broke up, and she said, "If I ever see you again, I'm gonna bash your head in."
Oh golly!
And she left like town for 15 years because she was so embarrassed.
Yeah,
and she was coming back into town. On her way back into town, her ex-boyfriend gets killed at her rental.
Oh man,
where she's going to be living, and his head is bashed in. So the police are convinced that she did it, but it happened while she was on her way back, and it's 15 years later. and her most recent ex cheated on her. So if anybody's going to get their head bashed in, it's not going to be the 15 years ago.
That day. Yeah.
It's
the
just,
good news. Oh yeah. Go ahead. What?
Anyway, it's just like when.
Oh yeah.
I
What's
don't
the name of the book again? Somebody was asking. What's
Crumbs of Passion?
Crumbs of Passion.
Crumbs of Passion, not crimes of passion. Crumbs of Passion.
Crumbs of Passion.
And I really like it. There's a lot of funny, like there's funny parts in it that I'm really enjoying.
Nice.
And I like that she's like, the main character is in her 30s.
Okay.
Like, that's really, because a lot of times it's like the 22-year-old and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not 22 anymore, so that's
right.
So I like that. And it's funny, but then it's like, why would the police be so, like, why wouldn't the police be like, oh, you were on your way here. That makes sense. Maybe it wasn't you. Let's look at other places.
Right.
So that just that irks me a little bit. But anyway.
Yeah. I am excited because not only did I find my spot, but when I put it in Goodreads where I am right now, it says I'm at 24%.
Nice.
Which is exciting. That's a quarter of the way through this chunker of the book. Yeah. But the thing, so I'm going to finish this section, not tonight, but when I do, I'll go and listen to the podcast. Amanda at Curly Reader told us about a podcast. Well, she told me about a podcast that explains everything. So it'll be nice to listen to the reasoning for this whole section about Waterloo. Like, why should I care about this? Can we please just get back to Jean Valjean and Javert? Please get back to the good stuff. So, hi, Melissa. I'm glad you're here. And Melinda, I saw you sneaking in. How did everybody else's reading go that time around? So here I have, I just saw people do what this, maybe it's called something different. This is, I put in the 20 questions book tag and was thinking that I would see the person that I don't remember who it was that just did it.
Can you look in your history?
No, because I hide all the videos. I didn't watch the video.
Oh. Because
maybe it was Vicky. That was a month ago. That might have been it. Maybe it wasn't a couple days ago. maybe it was a month ago.
What's the name of the podcast?
The podcast is called, I think it's the Les Mis Reading Companion. Let me look it up. I can look it up because it's in my list of podcasts that I listen to now. I think it's called The Les Miserables Reading Companion. And it's a professor at Allegheny College, and she is a French professor and has done extensive study on Les Mis. And she's incredibly smart, but she has a very pleasant voice to listen to, and she's helping me understand things that I might not have paid attention to before. So yeah. I really like it.
I had a professor in college that had a very soothing voice. And one day I was really tired and I actually fell asleep because her voice was so soothing that it put me to sleep. And I went up to her after class and I was like, I'm so sorry. Your voice is very soothing.
I love it.
And I will really try not to make a habit of that. And she's like, That's funny. It's fine. It happens all the time. Right. So I always had to make sure that I was like really awake when I went to her class so I wouldn't fall asleep because it was like my favorite class. I loved it. It was my like literature class. Yeah. So I wanted
Okay. I saw some people are almost done. Danny has 20 pages left of her section of Essex Serpent. Melissa was reading a crime mystery that was completely over her head. I'm sorry about that. Well, at least you're done, right?
Yeah.
At least you finished it. Jen got some stuff done around the house. Nice.
Good.
Oh, Mia had to repair her reading chair. I hope that you got it fixed because reading chairs are so nice. I finally have a nice one. And I love it. I sit in here all the time now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Kelly's almost done. 40 pages. She can finish that tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad you're loving Where the Lost Wander, Angie. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Most professors are that way. I listen to college lectures to fall asleep at night. Tara.
If I hadn't want to learn in her class, though.
Hi, Lindsay. Yay. I didn't know you were here. She's making some book sleeves. Lindsay makes fantastic book sleeves. Check out her Etsy shop. I think it's also called Lindsay's Little Library. She makes really nice book sleeves. I have a couple. They're lovely.
I don't have one yet, but
yeah, they're very nice.
I keep thinking about it every time I see Lindsay's Little Library. I think about it.
They're nice and smushy, and she has some great prints that she finds. Yeah, they're very cute. Cool. Okay, so I found the questions.
Okay.
So we'll do a couple questions, and then I have some unhaul books. So maybe we'll do like 2 or 3 questions. I'll do 2 or 3 books, and then we'll do another sprint.
Okay.
So here is Book Outlet is having a buy 2 get 1 free. That was last week for me. Or did they just switch up they switch up their sale all the time? Oh no, last week was like additional 20% off or something. I don't know. Ridiculous. They have too many sales. I need to stop going on there. Okay, first question. How many books is too many books in a series?
I think it depends on the series.
Sure, right? Like Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time series has 17 or 18 books. That's too much. And they're all like 1,000 pages. Not really, but close. They're huge books. That's too big.
That is a lot.
8 is fine. Like Keeper of Velocities has 8. I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Outlander, how many does that have? That has like 8 now or 9. That's okay.
Yeah.
Louise Penny's has 17, but they're not 1,000 pages, so I'm totally fine with that.
And they're still good. But like the Stephanie Plum series, like
how many
I'm at
does
the
that
point
have?
where 25, 26.
Oh my word.
And she's still in this love triangle between these 2 guys. I'm like, no.
You need to move on.
Pick a man and move on.
Some people are like more than 10. More than 20 is too much. 5 to 7
Virgin
is
River
good.
has 20 books in it.
The question, Jennifer, is how many books is too many books in a series? How many books is too many books in a series?
Yeah, I think number 10, Kelly, is like the first 10 were, I think like the first like 8 were good. And then like at 10, it was like, okay, I probably should have stopped.
Yeah. This is no fun. When you can tell the author is just dragging it out to make more money, like not cool. Yeah. Not cool.
Yeah. Although it bugs me more when they do a trilogy and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, but now we're going to have 2 more books added on to the trilogy. Like, no, you like summed up it.
The selection series did that.
Yeah.
The 50th book, that's so funny. These 2 ladies were talking about the in-depth series by J.D. Robb and how good the 50th book was.
I have heard really good things about that series, though. So maybe
but who's
that's
got time for 50 books in a series?
Well, if you only are going to read it, if that's all you're going to read,
it's true. If that's all you're going to read,
keep going, J.D. Robb. Like,
I mean, do it. You've got. I mean, clearly
many
they have
books. Are there?
I don't know.
There's got to be a ton of those too.
That's so.
I don't know. Those thriller mystery series go on for forever.
Chloe, good point, Chloe. If I'm enjoying it, it doesn't matter. If I'm not, one.
That is perfect. Absolutely.
Tara never wants the Mitford series to end.
Yeah. And it depends, like, the series that focus on a different character in like the village. So it's not like the same story like getting rehashed over and over again. Like,
and what is up with what is up with 0.5, right? Like 7, this is book 7.5. What?
Yeah.
That's like afterthought. Just include that in one of the other books.
Yeah. But like Debbie Maycomber's Cedar Cove series is 12 books. and like every book centers on a different family in Cedar Cove.
Yeah.
I just love it. It's one of my favorite series.
Well, and I think there's another, like, in the same vein, like Robin Hobb's fantasy series, they're all like in the realm of the Elderlings, but there's like separate trilogies. So you could just read one trilogy and it's a complete story within that trilogy. However, if you end up reading the whole thing, you'll get a more full picture of the world, and some of the characters do end up in another series, but they're all like trilogies, complete a storyline. So I kind of like that. I'm okay with that.
But if
you like it and you're into it and you want more, there's options for more.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on. How do you feel?
It's coming out soon. Catherine, this 28 Stephanie Plum is coming out soon. They're getting weirder.
Hot take. We got a hot take. Novellas just need to go in general. Like, bye. See you never. That's funny. I'm okay with a spicy take. I'm a fan of that. How do you feel about cliffhangers?
If it's a backlist series, I'm great because I can get the next book right away.
Yeah.
When I have to wait a year for the next book, I don't like it so much.
Yeah. I just edited today. My video that's going up tomorrow is my 5 favorite books of the year. And one of them, I said, it doesn't end on a cliffhanger, but it leads me right up to the cliff. And it has me looking over like, what's going on next? Like, I'm not hanging off the cliff. It's like, it's okay how it ended, but it also left me wanting more. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But what book did I read? It's a YA, Majesty, American Royals. In Majesty's the second one. American Royals had 3 or 4 storylines in the book, and not a single one of them had closure at all at the end of the first book.
I remember you saying
that was not cool. That was not cool for me.
Yeah.
And then the second book, something. You need to wrap something up.
Some resolution. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I would give that an F in my classroom.
Yeah. Yeah, there was
You do not have all parts of the stories.
Yeah. There was nothing that ended.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people are like, it depends on the book. I don't like them. I like them if I have the next book right away. Mm-hmm. At the end of the chapter, I love it. Same, Erica. At the end of the chapter, a cliffhanger is great because you're like going right into the next. You're like, whoa! Or like, who does that? Frederick Bachman sometimes leaves his chapter endings like on a one-liner. It's either like a punch sentence that like makes you think it's something different, or it's a really good quote, or it's like a cliffhanger that leads you into the next.
Yeah, I saw R.L. Stine. Like, I went to an author talk that he did, and he's like the nicest person in the world. Like, for real. But he was talking about how it is his goal in life to end every chapter on a cliffhanger except the last one.
Except the last. Hey, good. We can be down with that.
Yeah, and like I told that to my students after I got back, I was like, oh, and you said this, and they were like, oh, he totally does that. They were so excited, but
that's funny. Okay, quick one: hardcover or paperback?
I think I prefer a paperback, but I like hardcovers are so much harder to ruin than a paperback.
Yeah.
Like, especially in my classroom. My classroom is so like I have to.
That's why you need some book sleeves.
Tape
Just
books.
telling you. Lindsay's little library on Etsy.
Okay, I need to buy a book sleeve for every single one of my students so that they don't.
No, but could you do like a class project where you make them or something? Somehow? I don't know.
That'd be interesting. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, Melissa loves her Mass Market paperbacks. She's funny. Her old school. Digital Ginger, also spicy take. I'm just kidding. It's not a spicy take, but I just don't read on my Kindle. I don't read on my Kindle at all. Or I shouldn't say at all.
I do love floppy paperbacks. Like, I just read this one, and it was so satisfyingly floppy.
Yeah.
I just loved it.
And I'm like reading this chunk-a-monk of Les Mis, and I haven't broken the spine yet, but I know it's going to happen. And I'm still like trying to not break the spine, but once I get to the middle, like you can't get into the middle until you break it.
Yeah.
It's not a floppy paperback, but I like paperback in general as well.
Paperbacks, hardcovers hurt when you roll over them.
And hardbacks are
like
pretty
in your
on
sleep. Are you rolling over your hardcover?
It's true, Kathleen.
I mean, I totally do that.
You listen to your bed.
I usually read my Kindle in bed because it lights up, so I don't have to worry.
I need to get in the habit of doing that now. Although I think I'm going to start shutting off a screen an hour before bed. Mm-hmm, like I think 10 o'clock, I'm going to just get off of screens. And then whether I go to bed at 10:30 or 11, like just that last part of the day is going to be screen free. So Kindle in bed won't work for that. I think that's going to be my August challenge for myself. Screen free hour before bed. See if it helps my sleep. I really am not very good at sleeping. Like I barely get 6 hours. Like I'm 6 to 7 hours a night. My goal is 7 and I almost never get it. We're supposed to go for 8, right? But I'm like, I can't even get to 8. Mm-hmm. I wake up so early anyway, but no matter how late I go to bed, I still wake up early. So I'm going to try to like help myself sleep better. And I think getting off of my screens a little earlier will, well, I don't know if that'll help. I'm going to try it and see if that was something. It might.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 10, 20.
Hardbacks.
Okay.
Hardbacks hurt when they hit you in the face when you fall asleep.
It's my superpower, Tara says. I'm a pro at sleeping. Yeah, I don't know what my problem is. I love to sleep. I just don't. And when I sleep okay. I just don't get enough of it, I don't think.
Oh, I love Kathleen's comment too. I keep them in bed with me all the time. Hubby complains that he has to take them out to get to his side. That's when you have a dog sleeping in the bed. Mm-hmm. You gotta have. It's a comfort.
Yeah,
my comfort blanket.
All right, let's do one. We'll do one more, and then we'll do another reading sprint.
Okay.
I'm skipping favorite book and least favorite book. Love triangles, yes or no?
Love triangles for the sake of love triangles are stupid. I don't know. Like, I don't mind. Like, love squares, I really don't like those.
Right. Yeah.
But love triangles, I can be okay with.
I don't mind a love triangle.
It has to have a resolution. It can't be like Stephanie Plum, where we're 28 books in and she still hasn't picked a man.
Not if it drags out like that. And not if it doesn't feel realistic. But can we just pause for this story? My husband was reading on his phone the other day and I heard the smack when he fell asleep and it hit him in the face. Like, sorry, but not sorry. That's kind of funny. Sorry to laugh at your husband.
Hopefully he was okay, or I really feel horrible for that.
Yeah. Did we talk about this in the last one too? Sorry, Tiffany.
I think we might have.
Oh yeah, because we did In and Out, right? Like it was so good. We did not good of you. Yeah. Big no. Lots of strong feelings about love.
Yeah, when it becomes a personality trait for the main character.
All right, since we already did that one, we'll do another one. Can you read while having music on?
Yes. I love having music on.
Like instrumental or anything. Can you listen to like Taylor Swift or what?
I have to listen to instrumental. Like I listen to usually Piano Guys or classical.
Oh, I love the Piano Guys. He was fine, and we both got a good laugh. Okay, good. Okay, good. He was okay, so we can laugh. It's okay to laugh.
It's okay to laugh. 1, 2, 3, laugh.
Yeah, as long as there's no words. I like music as well.
Yeah, my students get annoyed with me because I let them listen to me. Like I put on music when they have reading time, and they're like, "Can't we just listen to that?" And I'm like, "Nope, there's lyrics." I was like, "Find an instrumental version of that, and we'll listen to it." And they did. Then they found they really got me. There's this thing called Shrexophone.
Oh no.
Okay. So it's Shrek, like the ogre.
Yeah.
A phone. It is literally an animation of Shrek playing a saxophone for like 10
My word.
minutes, an hour, whatever.
That's hilarious.
They were like, okay, we want to listen to this instrumental. And I was like, really? And they're like, yep. And I'm like, okay, so that's what we listened
That's
to.
hilarious.
And they read the whole time because they got to pick
so
it.
funny.
I was like,
oh, you need to play moving art in your classroom.
I should.
Then they could see
I put on like the live aquarium
yeah
music in the background, or fire with music in the background. Every year I do a Dr. Seuss party, and I put up a fire, and the lights, I dim the lights a little bit, and then they read, and I bring in snacks, and they go up and get their snack when they want to take a snack, and it's like their favorite day. It's my favorite day anyway.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
So yeah, I like listening to instrumental music.
Same. Everybody seems to have the same thoughts. Instrumental.
Sherry's comment: husband does all kinds of music while reading, and I'm reading the same page for the third time. That's how I am if it's if it's lyrics.
So true. Oh yeah, what grade do you teach?
I teach 5th through 8th grade.
Nice. Okay, we're gonna do another sprint. Grab your books. Well, we have a couple minutes. So here I have been inspired because my friend Sarah's nightstand is moving, and she started to unhaul some books. So I was like, ooh. And I've been needing to not reorganize, but just clean up my bookshelf. It's not reorganized, so I didn't film it or anything because it just needs to get cleaned up. But I pulled off a few books that I think I'm going to unhaul. So let me know if you guys have read any of these, and if I should keep them. So I'll just do like 2 or 3 right now. I'll do 3, and then you can let me know if you read them. So the first one is called Widow of the South by Robert Hicks. It's a Civil War historical fiction, 1864 in the South. I don't know.
I've never read it.
But I don't think I want to read it. The other one on this first stack of 3 is Twain's End by Lynn Cullen. I've had this for a couple years now. I think I found it at the dollar store, so I didn't pay very much for it. And it's just never, ever been like, I've never wanted to pick it up and put it on my TBR in a couple of years. So I'm like, I think it's just time to let it go. And the last one I got from...
Honestly, I think I would read that. I would pick that one up for its cover. At like that silhouette.
I mean, the covers are fine, right? But really then this one is The Last Ballad by Wiley Cash. The cool thing about this is it came in a box where like the author put annotation, like, oh, where'd they go? Annotations throughout the book. I got it in a subscription box, but the book itself never appealed to me, but it has all these little post-its with thoughts from the author, which is the only reason that I think maybe I would keep this one, but Page have it. I don't know if they still have a subscription box, but...
I've never heard of that one.
Me either. So let me know on these 3, guys, in our sprint. You can think about it. The Last Ballad, Twain's End, and The Widow of the South. But, okay, it's time to read. I'm picking up this. Yay! Time. All right.
I have that right here, but I have to finish my cozy.
Nice. Finish your cozy. My headphone just told me battery low, so I'm going to switch my ears. Okay. Have a good time reading. We'll see you back here in 20 minutes. That's 2:20.
20.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's time. Oh, and it doesn't. How did your reading go?
I am at 87%.
Nice. You're getting there.
And there was like a big reveal, and I was like, oh.
Ooh, fun.
And there was actually, I don't know, there's more of like this banter between one of the officers and the main character that was really cute. And I was like, I had a lot of emotions running through me.
Oh, nice.
I don't know how visible it was on screen, but
I wasn't looking, so
I don't know. Well, thankfully, everybody was
alive before reading the book. So, Mia had a good sprint. Tiffany ended right at the end of a chapter. Yay!
Yay!
Oh, how are you liking Gifts from the Sea? That's on my cart here somewhere. Anne Morrow Lindbergh, right? And moved on to Act Your Age, Eve Brown. Erica, you're welcome. I don't just bust in with like, hey, we're done. 30 minutes of the uninvited corpse. Yikes. Cheryl, what are you reading? Not my
corpse. She just said.
I know, well, that's true. Yes.
Quintessence.
Kelly bought books instead of reading. That's legit. I mean, did you go on Book Outlet? Of course you did. Quintessence is good. Have you read anything else by Jess Redmond, Amy?
Yeah.
Did you read The Miraculous?
I did.
I really want to read The Miraculous.
I love The Miraculous. But actually, The Adventurous Now is my favorite.
The Adventurous, that's her newest one, right?
That's her newest one. Yeah. And it has like this fantasy element to it that's just really beautiful. And the friendships in it are really just, they're solid friendships. Nice. And she created this whole, like, these whole species of animals and what they look like that are on this island that this kid is on. And he met friends, and it's really, I really, really liked it, but I loved Miraculous. Like, I absolutely trust Jess Redmond with my reading life wholeheartedly. I will read everything she reads.
Nice. I need to get my hands on The Adventurous. And I really want to read The Miraculous. Yeah. I liked Quintessence. I thought it was sweet. Yeah.
The Adventures Now, I had on NetGalley, and I bought a copy for myself.
What's it? The Adventure is Now?
The Adventure is Now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Danny's reading The Essex Serpent and just got weird. Yikes. That's how I felt at the end of Sourdough. I was like, what on earth is going on? Fun money. Yay. Yay for fun money.
Fun money is always fun.
Melinda, how are you liking Inheritance Games? That's one that I would like to read.
I keep hearing about that. It's all over the place.
Nice.
Somebody was talking about whether people we meet on vacation
was like Harry Met Sally.
Was like when Harry met Sally. Did somebody answer that? I really want to know the answer.
I don't know the answer either because I'm just reading it now. But yeah, Ginger said it does have Harry Met Sally vibes. They even met the same way, sharing a ride home from college, and became friends.
Okay. Good. I love when Harry Met Sally.
Oh, Lacey, at least you're getting it done. Good girl. Way to do it. I don't miss those days at all. No, I do not.
Yeah. I don't miss having to choose schoolwork over reading.
Yes, I've heard of Our Darkest Night, Melissa, by Jennifer Robson. I don't own that one yet, so I'll probably read The Gown first because I do own The Gown. And I haven't read it yet, but Our Darkest Night is on all my lists. I think it's on my Amazon wish list. It's on my Goodreads to read list. It's definitely on my radar. How are you liking the beginning? Oh, I liked the not dedication. What do you call it? Yeah, at the very beginning, it was like I wrote the last one mostly for you or for me. This one's for you.
Yeah.
People we meet on vacation. I thought that was cool. I wrote the last one mostly for me. This one's for you. Thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Hi, Lee, my Aussie friend, having a coffee break. Working from home with the heater on. That's right. It's winter time. Yikes. We're all like dying. Amy's hair is blowing in the wind, and you're over there cuddling up, having a coffee break. Freezing. Oh, man. Oh, Melinda, you've read all those from... Is that all the same author? I don't know. I haven't read anything from that author. Okay. We're going to ask a couple more questions. Are you ready?
Okay.
This is a good one. We already kind of talked about what we're currently reading, so I'm skipping that one. What's the most recent book that you just couldn't finish? I know I've talked about DNFs a lot of times on my lives, but what's your most recent book that you just were like, nah? You guys can answer too in the comments.
I don't DNF a lot of books.
And I'm trying to think of, and it's something I've started. I don't DNF very many. I always say that I'm not opposed to DNFing, but then I just don't DNF that often.
Yeah. I'm always like, somebody put time and effort into this.
Ooh, spicy. Erica said Where the Crawdads Sing.
Oh, I was so mad at the end of that book.
Were you?
Yeah. Yeah. I told my aunt that who read it, and she was like, "Ugh, Amy, get over it." But it was dumb.
Tara, I saw you talked about this in your video that I just watched one of your videos today about your weekend, your like weekly chat or something. You talked about DNFing in that poetry book. Do it. Like there's other poetry books out there. You'll find one that you like better.
Yeah.
Vanishing Half, Jen.
Tara, do you do novels in verse? Those are my favorite poetry books.
Yeah, right.
Novels in verse. They're all going to the same place.
Tiffany, could a novel in verse count for your bingo board for poetry? It can, because it's all poetry.
I would count it.
I have one checked out from the library right now.
Which one?
Amber and Clay.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Mariana Moss Books. She's a brand new booktuber. Mm-hmm. She's a subscriber, and she told me about it, and it's her favorite of the year so far. And it's a middle grade set during like ancient Greece or something like that. So, and it's all in verse.
I love it already.
But it's like this thick. It's a chunker. But because it's in verse,
yeah,
it's fast,
it's
right?
gonna go so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Fangirl. DNF. Nobody has time to struggle with a book. If you're not enjoying it, set it down. And that is okay. Maybe you'll pick it back up later. Maybe it's just not the right time. And that's okay. Silver Sparrow. I get that. I did finish that one, but I think I audiobooked it.
Yeah, I did the audio of that. Like audio is a lot harder for me to DNF too, just because it goes so fast. So I don't usually.
Tiffany gave me permission for a book in verse. Sweet.
Yeah.
Undercover Bromance. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
My gosh. I haven't given any 1 stars. I don't usually, but.
What middle grade did we read I don't even remember. I don't know. Yeah, I did not love Fangirl either. I did finish it, but.
Okay, so the lowest.
Oh,
I love Just Mercy.
So good. The lowest.
It's beautiful. The lowest star rating that I've given this year was for a NetGalley book that I had, and that's why I finished reading it. I'm kind of glad I did finish reading it, but it was called Better Together by Christine Riccio. And it was YA, which is part of the reason I didn't like it.
She's a big booktuber.
Yeah. And I don't know what it just, I think there's a lot of people that could love it. I just couldn't love it.
Yeah.
But it was The Parent Trap and Freaky Friday, like combined. Okay. And I knew that that's what it was. But as soon as the Freaky Friday situation came in, it was like, what? That's how you did it?
Yeah.
And when they could reveal themselves as the other person by sneezing on the person.
Oh, my word.
I was not on them, but like they would sneeze in. It was just weird. And I was like, like maybe a teenager or a YA audience, person would find that really funny and would love it. And so I could still appreciate it. So I gave it 2 stars, and I did finish it because it was for NetGalley.
Yeah.
But
Kelly, here's what I do. So books that I'm not sure about, I actually created an exclusive shelf on Goodreads called Save for Later. Because they're ones that I feel like it's just not the right time, and not that I just don't like the book. So, because like I'm okay with DNFing, but sometimes I get far enough in, or it's something that I want to try to revisit and try again. So I created a shelf called Save for Later. So it's not on my TBR, it's not on my DNF, it's not on my red shelf. It's in a separate shelf on Goodreads. Yeah, so maybe create a shelf called Save for Later and then just put it on pause. I know some people don't mind their currently reading shelf or their, on Goodreads having, I think Kate Howe has like 17 books on her currently reading. I'm like, no, I like my currently reading to be actually
what I'm
currently reading.
I should do that because mine just stay on my currently reading shelf. And so like, a book that I set down because like the school year ended and I didn't get to finish reading it to my kids, and I just didn't have the gumption to pick it up and read the rest of it. It's just still sitting there from like 2 years ago.
Yes, Kelly's the same. She said hers has like 15, but many of them have been paused for a long time. Make a new shelf, make it exclusive, so it can only be, so like those exclusive ones, it can only be on one of those shelves. So then you can make it, call it whatever you want. Mine is just called Save for Later.
Yeah.
And because I have another one that is DNF, because I don't want my DNFs to be in my red shelf, and I don't want them to be on my TBR shelves. I want them to be.
And you don't want to mark them as not on your shelves at all, because then all of a sudden you'll be like, oh, that sounds really good.
Right. Oh yeah, Ginger has one like that too. She calls it I'll Get Back to It. Nice.
I like that. Yeah, I was talking about Better Together.
Terry has some that have been on there for years. Wow. I couldn't do it. I think I have 4 I'm currently reading right now, because I have 4 books that I have physically started and that I'm actively working on.
And one of the books on my currently reading, it's literally 150 pages, and it's been on there. I want to finish it. I'm going to have to restart it. But I was reading it with a student that I was tutoring, and we got done with tutoring, and I just didn't finish it. Probably like 20 pages from the end.
Yeah. Oh man, Rainy, go so like in my backlist of videos, I have a Goodreads tag, I think, or something. I don't remember what it's exactly called. It's from over a year ago though, so it's the kind of backlist on my channel. But I talk about how to make all the different shelves, or like how I do my shelves, make them exclusive, and I show how to do it. Like I screenshot it. So it's like a little mini tutorial. So it's like an old school video. Who knows how my hair is in that one? I've had so many different iterations of hairdos, but yeah, I think it's a Goodreads tag video and how I use Goodreads or something like that. I forget what I called it, but yeah, I have a lot of exclusive shelves on my Goodreads because it only gives you, what do they give you? Like to read,
currently reading,
read, and currently reading.
And read.
Those are the 3 that it originally gives you. I think I have 8.
Wow.
exclusive shelves because I scanned in all of my owned TBR. So like all my books, when I do a book haul, before I shelve them, I scan them in and add them to my owned TBR.
Yeah,
So
I just started
TBR
doing that
fiction.
because you do that.
I have owned
was like, that's a
TBR
good
fiction,
idea.
owned TBR nonfiction, and owned TBR Kindle.
Oh,
I have Save for Later DNF, and then those 3 that they give you. I think that might be it. I think I have 8 exclusive shelves. I have Bangs. Oh, Tiffany found it. Yeah, I did Bangs for a while when I was growing my hair out when I first moved here because I didn't have a hairdresser for a long time. It was a bad time of life. So when I first moved here, I had like boy short hair, like pixie short, not boy short. I had pixie short hair, and I had to grow it out by default because I didn't have someone to cut it. Anyway,
I like how your new style like frames your face like
yes,
that.
it's a little on the short side. So like in a couple weeks, it'll just be like a ½ inch longer. My hair grows so fast,
Yeah.
so it'll grow a little bit longer. But I like it for summer. It's like cool on my neck. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. And I wore it curly the other day, and it looked so cute. Not gonna lie. And the other day being yesterday because it just got cut. Yesterday.
Well, I like the idea to have one for just middle grade to be read.
I know that's a great idea.
Because I don't really want, like, I want to, I'm in the mood for an adult book or I'm in the mood for a middle grade book. If I have them separated, that's a good idea.
Nice.
Jamie.
Fun. Okay, here's another question. A book that you can always reread. I love this because I want to hear everybody's answer. I don't reread a lot, especially since starting BookTube. I used to reread a lot more. We were talking about that with Keepers of the Lost City. I used to reread a lot. You guys are cracking me up. Tiffany in here, she was talking about her fastest thumbs in Kentucky. And then Rainey says, who has 2 thumbs and can find a video super fast? LOL. Too funny. A book you can always reread. Okay, I can always reread Anne of Green Gables. I can always reread The Chronicles of Narnia and The Hobbit. Those are the 3 series that I've read. Not series, because I'm talking about the first Anne of Green Gables book. I've reread that a gazillion times. And The Hobbit is not a series, but The Chronicles of Narnia. I can reread those over and over and over.
I've only read the first Chronicles of Narnia.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I know.
You have not read The Chronicles of Narnia?
Oh, no.
The Hobbit? Amy, put down all your other books.
Hold up, Krista, because you're about to hate me. I haven't read Anne of Green Gables.
Amy, I'm so excited for you because you have some good books coming in the future. I feel an August TBR being built as we speak.
I am not reading all of those in August.
Seriously, I've read The Chronicles of Narnia countless times since I was little.
I've read the first one multiple times. I've read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. But I just never, I was just like, oh, this was wonderful.
Tara!
See?
Tara! August TBR. I think we need to have a Chronicles of Narnia read-along. Maybe we'll do that.
I have them like in my library. If we did like a book, even if we, if we did it like one book at a time and I could talk about it. Erica.
How can you qualify as a teacher?
You just hurt my heart. I don't know.
Oh my word.
I don't know how I do.
We could do 2 a month. Okay, I'm participating in the Lunar Chronicles Lunar Along.
I kind of want to do that too.
So that's August, September, October, November.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe January.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just start in January. We'll do a Narnia read along. We'll do 2 books a month. It'll take us 7 books? It'll take us 3.5 months. Let's do it.
We could call it.
The tea is so hot right now. Oh man.
I'm so embarrassed. You literally have named the 3 things that I am ashamed of not reading. And
listen, no shame. I'm not trying to throw shame. I'll throw shade. but no shame, okay? No shame. You've read a lot more books that I haven't read too. It's okay, but those are classics, Amy.
They are. They
And
are.
you
That's
need
why
to be
I'm
able
trying
to
to read a
recommend them.
classic to month. I'm trying to read a classic a month. That's why I read Peter Pan.
And they're middle grade, and you're a middle
they're
grade
middle-
language arts teacher.
I have the whole Anna Green Gables set in my classroom. My sister read them, loved them. I have her set in my classroom. I have the Chronicles of Narnia whole set in my classroom. I don't think I
One time,
think I do have The Hobbit in my classroom.
one of my rereads of Narnia was when I was working at a Bible college, and I would go with some of my friends who were students to Barnes & Noble, and while they did schoolwork, I would read Chronicles of Narnia off the shelf. I would legit put a bookmark in the book and put it to the back of the stack so that next time I came, I could find the same book. And it was like my library, Barnes & Noble. I read the whole series at Barnes & Noble going with my friends while they did schoolwork. Oh my goodness, they're so fast. You literally could read a book in a couple of hours.
I could.
So short.
Yeah. Yeah.
My word.
I did.
I'm hurt.
Okay. I did read the, you might hate me more for saying this. I read the Anna Green Gables graphic novel that's illustrated by Brianna Thumler, who did the book Sheets. It's like, It has beautiful illustrations in it. Like, I know the story of Anna Green Gables. I still don't know why I haven't picked up the real.
Have you watched the Megan Follows adaptation?
No.
Oh my gosh. It just keeps getting worse.
Because I don't want to watch the adaptation before I read the book. And then I think,
I can't even handle it.
I can't read the book right now because then I have to.
Oh my word. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Amy, you're going to love Anne.
I know.
You're going to love it.
I know, but I feel like it's been built up so much right now.
No, it will 1,000% live up to the hype.
Okay. All right.
She is just, oh my goodness.
And I was mad at myself during March because Katie was reading it aloud on Instagram. That was Katie, right?
Yeah.
Life Between Words.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was so mad. Like, I was like, oh, why didn't I just listen to her while she read that? But then I was like, no, because I want the book in front of me.
I read along while she read it. And then I finished it on my own I just read it in March. I finished it in April, but oh my goodness. How do books evoke so much emotion, right? I know. The Megan Follows adaptation is 1,000% worth every second of it. The book, oh my word. Yes, you've never set eyes on Jonathan Crombie as Gilbert. Oh my word. Oh.
Probably. But I know who Gilbert is.
Okay, that's lovely, but my word.
I'm
Amy,
so embarrassed.
I don't even know what to do. I'm like, where do I go from here? You haven't read Narnia. Oh no! your video
I'm so embarrassed. I went away.
I promise, your video just went bonky. That was weird. Okay, that's funny.
No,
Okay.
I was trying to do something else, and I was like,
That's
it
hilarious.
was me.
Okay.
It was totally me. But
Okay,
that's
well,
lovely. But
what book could
what
you
book
read?
haven't you read that I can make fun of you for now? Peter
I know, I'm
Pan.
not kicking her off. I promise I'm not kicking her off. What? No, but for real, what book could you reread over and over?
Skipping Christmas. They're mostly it's Christmas.
Yeah. Isn't it John
Books.
Grisham?
Yep.
I never
Skipping
read it.
Christmas. Oh, it's so good.
I'm unhauling this, by the way. It's staring at me on my card. I'm never going to read it. Neverwhere I'm adding that to my unhaul pile. Sorry. I got distracted because my toe kept hitting it. I'm like, I'm getting rid of that book. I'm never going to read it. Okay. Skipping Christmas. What else?
So Skipping Christmas, The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. I have read.
Oh,
This is my 15th year of teaching, and I will have read it every single year of teaching except for 2.
The Outsiders?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I just love it. I could read it over and over and over again. Running Out of Time by Margaret Peterson Haddix.
I just filmed a book haul, and I got that from Book Outlet because you and Beautifully Bookish Bethany recommended it for my March recommendation.
I know, I saw that, and I was like, how cool, great minds. Yeah.
That's the only, I'm always so impressed because I don't give anybody parameters for that. And I'm like, I could get a gazillion people recommending the same book. This year there was only one.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Here I was thinking, I went far enough in the backlist. It's going to be fine.
But I love that someone else did too. Like, that's perfect.
I felt vindicated. It was wonderful.
Yeah. Good. And then I like her, what's it? The Shadow Children, Among the Hidden, Among the Brave, Among the Barons. I like that series. And so I want to read more from her. So
yeah, I just love how she writes. And so I was talking about like the idea where you only sorry, this is just between us, but the Keeper of the Lost City, we only know what Sophie's going through.
Right.
And that's the same idea. Like you only know what the main character is.
Got you.
And then the last one that I reread every so often is The Locket by Richard Paul Evans.
Okay. I've not read that.
It's a classic.
It's not a classic.
I'm pretty sure.
Not like The Hobbit, and not like Anne of Green Gables, and not like Narnia. You are not going to live this down, Amy, until you read them. So you might as well just drop the rest of your TBR for the month. And
I only have 2 that I have to finish.
Oh, so see, you have lots of time. Grab Anne. Start with Anne. Because you're reading a fantasy right now. Anne is not fantasy. It's just great. I just started listening to Anne of Manhattan today. I heard you guys. Anne Gibson just got it from the library. Melissa just got it from the library.
What's Anne of Manhattan?
It's a modern retelling of Anne of Green Gables.
Nice. I'll just read that.
I heard that it's going to get a little steamy, which is not normally my thing. So we'll see. But Anne of Green Gables, August, Amy, you can host a read along. Be like, hey, anybody else who is like me and has not found the joy of reading Anne of Green Gables and needs that joy in their life.
Yeah.
It is
Inkheart. I love Inkheart, Tiffany. I love Inkheart. I still think about it all the time. I still think about Capricorn all the time.
Anne is perfect for summer. Anne is perfect for spring. Anne is perfect for fall. Anne is perfect for winter. There are scenes of every season in her book. And the nature writing is not normally something that is an appeal. Like, that's not something that I'm like, ooh, I want to read that. It has good nature writing. But it's just, I find myself smiling on almost every page except for the few pages that make me cry. Like, just her writing and the way that Anne talks and the way that Ella Montgomery writes, like, I just find myself smiling. Like, not because it's making me laugh, funny, haha. It's just so lovely. It's just so good.
I do that with Louise Penny books. Like, I just smile when I read her books.
This is not the same.
Yeah. But it's just like the writing is beautiful.
That same kind of feeling. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to, I have to like calm my, we better do a reading sprint. We're going to start at 25.
Just rename this video to Krista makes fun of Amy for not reading Anne.
All the hot tea. All the hot takes. Oh my word. I'm sorry. I don't mean to make fun. I'm excited for you because you have so much wonderful reading ahead in your life.
Yeah. I wish that I could, I wish that I could reread Cinder for the first time again. Yeah.
I'm excited for that read along.
So I'm kind of excited.
There's two booktube, smaller booktube channels who are hosting a read along. Bookara, Chara, and A Star
Reads. Yep.
A Star Reads.
Her name's Amy too.
Amy, yeah.
Yeah.
They're lovely. And
Amy and Danielle, I think.
Bookara is Danielle. Yep.
Yeah.
They're doing the one a month starting in August, and I'm joining in.
And shaming Amy. Yeah.
No shaming.
And shaming 80
And
August.
shaming. No, it's not shaming. Shade.
Shade.
We're throwing shade, not shame. I'm not about throwing shame for reading and not reading a book.
See, Jen just read it for the first time last year. I'm only a year behind Jen.
There you go.
So there.
Oh, I'm so glad to live in a world where there are Octobers. It's so true. That's such a good quote. Okay. All right, grab your books. I'm sticking with People We Meet on Vacation for this next one.
All right. I'm hoping to finish my Crumbs of Passion.
Do it. And I'm going to mute because I'm going to chew chips. I'm going to eat my plate of chips that's sitting next to me, but I don't want y'all to hear me chewing because that's.
I actually might go get something to read, so I am going to actually turn my camera off for a bit because I don't want to stand up and put my butt in the face.
Gotcha. No worries.
So.
All right. See you back here in 20, everybody, or 19. Friends, it's time to come back. Hello.
Hello, hello. I didn't finish.
Oh no. Well, we can do one
I'm on
more.
the last chapter.
Oh yeah, we'll do one more so you can finish, because you gotta finish if you're that close. We've missed a whole conversation. Oh, Arizona. Hot-tober.
October.
Brandy, you're probably gone because that was like 12 minutes ago. Yeah. Good to know to not read Sundown Motel at night, because I will be reading that probably in October. And I will read it during the day.
Did you find something else to listen to, Ginger?
Cute. Miss Pettigrew, she's so cute. Oh, I gotta take this off. I know. Did you switch to something else? What percent are you at, Amy?
95.
95. You're so close.
Yep.
Fun.
Yep. I know who the murderer is now, and I was actually surprised.
Nice. I love that.
Yeah.
I'm almost always surprised when I read mysteries. I'm not very good at figuring things out. I do like when I can figure out part of it or something, but I'm not very good.
Cozy mysteries I can kind of usually
I haven't read a
figure
lot
out, but
I think it's maybe because I just don't read a lot of mystery anymore. I used to read it a lot when I was younger, but every once in a while, though, I get in the mood for a mystery. Oh, Danny, I hate Wuthering Heights. Yeah, they're all terrible. It's true. They're all terrible. Some people, Wuthering Heights is like their favorite book. I'm like, why? Why is that your favorite?
Because they don't mind characters they don't like.
Yeah, they're awful. That's funny. I love this. Oh, about Miss Pettigrew. I loved Miss Pettigrew. Lives for a Day. I want to rewatch that movie. Just try to think what my next mystery is going to be. The Murder of Roger Ackroyd.
Who's that by?
Agatha Christie.
Oh yeah. Okay.
My bookshelf looks so nice and neat right now. The one that's over there. All of those shelves had like stacks on them. It just was such a mess. So this little stack right there of 5 books are ones that I want to read soon. So I kind of put them even in order of how I want to read them. So like once my TBR for the month is done, I will go to that stack. And so I have Incense and Sensibility, which is like the Indian American retelling. I'm so excited for that. Dear Mrs. Bird, The Road Trip, Rumeja, which is a Muslim fairy tale, 3 fairy tale retellings from a Muslim perspective. And then
I've heard of that.
Then The Murder of Roger Ackroyd by Agatha Christie. So I'm excited for that pile.
Yeah. I don't have that.
I have to like make smaller piles of all because the whole room is a TBR pile. And it just gets like overwhelming.
Yeah.
So
I do think I want to read the Penderwicks in August.
Yes. Do it. But no, read Anne first. That old thing.
But I have Penderwicks right here. Where do I have it? Right here. I have it, like in my hands. Anne is in my classroom.
Okay.
In August I can get in my classroom, so I can get it at the beginning of August.
Yes, Rainey, I'm down for that. I'll let you know whenever I can. Can you read it relatively soon? Well, I have like 3 more books on my official TBR, plus the few that I'm in the middle of. It might take me a little while. Might be like towards the end of the month. I'll let you know. I just got a text that I don't have to go to work till 10 tomorrow. Woo woo!
Nice.
It's just like a short day as well. On Mondays and Wednesdays, I only work for a few hours. So that'll be nice.
Yeah, I'm over 50% with both the books that I have on my list yet.
Nice. Well, that's good. So then you get some free.
But then after I did my TBR, then I added People We Meet on Vacation.
Oh, yeah.
Keeper of the Lost City.
Nice. I know, that was kind of a last minute.
Yeah. That was just like, you have that? I have that. Let's read it. Okay.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
Have fun going back to work. Anne is greater than Penderwick's straight facts. Tiffany, you know what's truth.
Okay. I'll get into my classroom and I'll get it. Just for you, Krista.
I feel
and
like
for me, because I know I'm gonna love it.
I feel like The Hobbit is better like fall. Once it starts to cool down, it's a nice fantasy to kind of, I mean, it doesn't all happen it doesn't happen in cold weather, but it has like a dragon and I don't know. I feel like that will be a better one to read when it's cold out.
Yeah.
It's a fun audio as well. If you want to do a Hobbit by audiobook.
That would probably be my choice for Hobbit.
Yeah.
Just because I'm a little intimidated by Hobbit. I'm not intimidated by Anne in a sense that I think it'll be hard to read. I'm intimidated that I want to love it so much.
Yeah.
So I'm intimidated that way. The Hobbit intimidates me because
like
it's long and it's a lot.
It's not as long as you think, and it's much easier to read than Lord of the Rings.
Right.
Because it's a middle grade, basically. Older middle grade, but it's like old school middle grade.
I mean, I tried reading Lord of the Rings, and I didn't officially DNF Lord of the Rings. I just was like, I'm not.
Yeah.
And it was a long time ago, but I was like, no, I don't want to read this right now.
Yeah.
So,
well,
yeah, it's to the point where I have to think about what I want to absolutely read in August.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to read some of my Nat Galley books that come out in August in July. So I'm hoping that that'll ease that load. So
I don't.
Good night, Tara. Sorry, I just saw that she said good night.
I saw that too. I'm so bad about reading my Nat Galley books like when they're coming out because I just don't pay attention. I'm so bad. But I should get better at that. I was thinking of I've heard of people doing Arc August, and I might do Arc August, but like try to read 5 Nat Galley books or something along those lines.
Yeah.
I might try something like that. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. I'm not ready to think about August yet. I'm just looking at this list of questions to see if there's any other good ones.
Oh.
I didn't expect the rereading question to be so good. Oh man.
So who put this tag out? Who do I blame for my embarrassment tonight?
I know, right? I don't know. It's an older tag. I have no idea where it originated. I'm ignoring some of the questions. Let's see. A book that you dislike that everyone else seems to love. Let's keep it spicy just for fun. It's getting late for us. East Coasters.
Late is the perfect time for spice.
Yeah. A book that you disliked that everyone else seems to like. Oh, I have a bunch. East of Eden by John Steinbeck.
Blech. Oh, I want to read that.
Some people love that book, and I just cannot. I mean,
Danny made it sound so good.
It has some good parts. Danny's smarter than me, so.
I mean, she is smart.
She's way smarter than me, so maybe she got more out of it. Oh, the Penderwick Symphony. Oh, no, she didn't.
Oh, the Book Thief.
The Book Thief.
I love the Book Thief.
Do you know, I feel like a lot of British booktubers don't like the Book Thief.
Really?
Yeah. The Night Circus, I understand, because that took me a little bit to get. I didn't love the Night Circus like everybody else. I didn't dislike it. I enjoyed it, but it definitely took me a little bit to get into it.
I haven't read The Night Circus. My sister read it, and she liked it, and she's been trying to tell me to read it.
Yeah.
I mean, someday I want to.
If you want to read East of Eden, I would say go for it, because a lot of people really do like it. I'm definitely like the odd one.
Danny made it sound so good. I want to try it, but that one again looks very
the villain character in there, Kathy, is the worst.
Oh,
she's the worst, which is fun. They're just I was just bored, honestly. A lot of it, I was just bored. So,
oh, Kelly said "Little Fires Everywhere," and mine is everything. The other one by her that's really popular. Everything I Never Told You. I did not love that.
So sad. This is another one. I'm with you, Tiffany. I did not like All the Light either. All the Light We Cannot See.
I have that book somewhere.
It was too long. There were some.
It's really long.
There were some beautifully written parts of it. The part that I don't like is that it felt like they were building up to this big climax, and the climax was like over in a second, and it was a huge letdown. I was so sad.
Oh, Where the Crawdad Sings I didn't like as much as other people have.
This is really funny. Someone just said, where did it go? Ooh, Books and Jams After Dark. That cracks me up. I love it.
It's spicy jam.
Yes, The Nightingale is from the same time period, also in France, and way better.
I have that one.
Bird Box.
Here to read.
Wait, have you read The Nightingale?
Nope, I have it to read.
But you're not like, historical fiction is not your go-to. So.
I am just getting into historical fiction.
Yeah,
like I'm just
no shade for that one.
Yeah, there was a long time where the only historical fiction I would read was middle grade historical fiction, which I haven't read The War That Saved My Life yet, which is killing me. But no. I have it in my classroom.
Amy, add that to your August TBR too. Can I just make your August TBR for you?
Yes. Yeah, do it. Oh my gosh, how fun. Pick 3 books that I have to read in August.
Anne of Green Gables, The War That Saved My Life. What was the other one?
The Hobbit.
Nightingale. No, we'll save The Hobbit for fall. And
okay.
The Nightingale is also World War II. Let me think about a third one.
I know, but they're different, like, things.
The second book in the Keeper series, so that we can read that together in August as well. That's funny. Let's see. People are telling books.
Well, I'll definitely put the first 2 on my TBR. I don't know about Keeper. I have to get my hands on it.
I get this.
I get that.
I liked The Lost Apothecary, but I can 100% understand that.
I gave The Lost Apothecary 5 stars just because my enjoyment of that book was like, I loved it. But I get the modern day ending was less than what I wanted.
The whole modern day story was less than what I wanted. I really liked the past story, but I was a little less than impressed with the whole marriage issues and all that stuff. I was like,
I loved the mudlarking thing, and I loved her sneaking around. Like, there were parts of it that I loved so much.
For sure.
So, yeah.
You want to see more? Oh. They're talking about Vanishing Half, and then Kelly gave another book, Passing by Ella Larson. Nella Larson? Is it Nella Larson? I don't know.
Huh. Another one that touches that topic is a middle grade, and it's The Parker Inheritance by...
Is it Renee Watson?
Nope, it's Varian Johnson.
Oh, okay.
I have his other book. I don't have that one to show you, but yeah.
Mia didn't like Divergent. Catherine didn't like The Midnight Library.
I love the Midnight Library.
I haven't read it.
I
Hello,
loved
good
it.
night. Hello, good night. Hello, good night. Nella Larson. It is Nella Larson.
Oh, okay.
Passing. Where did my phone just go? I was gonna see if there's one more. We'll do one more question and one more sprint. We'll try to be done by 10:30. A quick one. Rapid fire. Are you ready? Bookmarks or dog ears?
Bookmarks.
One POV. Yeah, same. I'm not like totally anti dog ear if I have to, but
Right.
bookmark is an option. And I will never dog ear a library book.
No. I just got this fun one.
Oh, cute. A friend's one. I'll be there for you.
Yeah.
Everybody,
And I just ordered some from Danny.
cute. Yay, from her new shop.
Yeah.
Bookmarks, bookmarks, bookmarks. I will not deface my books, Tiffany.
No.
Okay, another quick fire. Ready? One POV or multiple POVs? I'm good with multiple.
I'm good with multiple.
And I'm good with one.
Yeah.
Either one. I don't have a strong preference about that. I read a lot of historical fiction, and so there's often a dual timeline. It's not quite the same as different POVs.
Yeah, what about dual timeline versus one timeline?
I like them both.
I like them both too.
Yeah. Oh, we got a mixture, though.
Yeah, Danny, I'm so excited to get my bookmarks.
Yeah, I'm either or both. Either or both. I love it. Couple multiple. One. Somebody said one, though. Who said one? Tiffany? Tiffany said one. One POV. Okay, another quick one.
Yeah. Ooh, Jennifer, as long as it's clear who's talking. Spot on.
This is like, do you read a book in one sitting or over multiple days? I mean, I have read a book in one sitting, but usually it takes me a couple days.
Yeah.
Or a week. Like, it depends on how long the book is. Or months, right? I'm reading Les Mis.
Yeah. Yeah, well, like I meant to read.
It's rare.
I meant to read Peter Pan over a week, and then I read it all in one day.
Yeah, it's rare for me though to sit down and read a book all at once.
Yeah, and the only reason I could do it with Peter Pan is that I had it in my earbuds when I was going off and doing my errands and stuff.
Danny's shop is called Double Booked Co.
Yes,
I checked it out already. Super cute.
Mm-hmm.
Melinda, you were asking how to find it on Etsy. That's what it's called, Double Booked Co. And it's like a bright blue and yellow, super cute logo or branding, whatever you call it. It's very cute.
Very, very cute.
Favorite author? Huh. Top 3 authors. We'll change that question right now.
Debbie Maycomber, Kristen Harmel.
She's good.
And
are you frozen? Or are you thinking? Oh, Amy! Are you frozen? Oh, no. You got frozen on the
I did.
You were thinking about your author, so it was like,
yes.
Oh, that's funny. I don't think I could pick a top 3 right now either.
Yeah, I don't know.
Before BookTube, easy, I would have said Ted Dekker and Francine Rivers because I was in a Christian fiction kick before I started BookTube. But now I have so many favorite authors. Amy Harmon is my newest. Last year or 2 years ago, Frederick Bachman would have been my newest. But then I'm like, okay, but what about middle grade authors? I love Kimberly Brubaker Bradley and Katie Camillo and Katie
Camillo
and Pam Munoz Ryan. I love her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, there's so many.
Margaret Peterson Haddix.
Yep. Mary Higgins Clark was my favorite when I was in high school because I read so many of her mysteries when I was younger.
I remember reading one of hers when I was like way too young to be reading thrillers, like adult thrillers,
Sharing.
and it scared the bejeepers out of me.
Oh man.
Oh.
Krista from Krista. There's another Krista here. Woohoo! I'm going to tell you, I never knew another Krista until I went to college, and then there were 5 of us. And I went to a small, like, Christian college in New York. There was 1,200 students, and there were 5 Kristas.
Wow.
Only 2 of us were with a K, though. The other 3 were CHs, like the Krista that's here. But I don't care. Kristas are sisters.
Kristas are Kristas.
Krista sister. Yes, Susan Meisner is fantastic. Kristen Hanna, but I prefer Kristen Hanna's historical books as opposed to her more contemporary ones. I know C.S. Lewis is a favorite. I'm going back to see. Oh, Melinda, I'm sorry that you couldn't find the link, but Danny helped you out.
So
no spaces.
when the link wouldn't work for me, when I searched in Etsy, I put double booked space CO, like double booked all one word and then space CO. And then it was like, do you mean this? And it worked for me. But when I put in double space booked space co, it was like, I don't know what you're talking about. So maybe.
I love all these author favorites.
Mm-hmm. I really liked Sarah Addison Allen.
Yes, me too.
That you introduced me to. I've only read one of her books so far, but I really liked it.
Which one did you read? Garden Spells?
No, I read The Peach Keeper.
Oh, that was super cute. Read Garden Spells next. That's so good. Kate Morton is good. Oh, Amy, you're pausing again. Oh, man. Oh, I hope we're not losing her. I really need to read Jan Karen. I've never read the Mitford series, but I think I would like it. Maybe. There you go. You're back.
Thank you. How was I that time? Was I like this?
Yeah, the pen was just in. Yeah, favorite authors. Yeah, the question was top 3. Well, I changed it to top 3 because who could say one favorite author? Ella Montgomery is one of my favorites for sure. Yeah, Etsy is weird, Danny. I'm sorry that you're having trouble having people find your shop because it should just be easier.
Yeah. Bye, Rainey.
Bye, Rainey. I know. I think I would like the Mitford series too.
Shannon Creech. Yep, she's an automatic. When I find hers, I do hers. Did you hear the book that I said though? When you asked me which Sarah Addison Allen I wrote?
Oh, yeah,
I read
Keeper.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't know when I froze.
Yeah, I've read like 4 of her books now, and I've loved all. She writes the kind of magical realism that I can deal with. It's light, It's quirky and fun. Mm-hmm. It's sweet. Like some magical realism books have like dark, twisty magic.
Yeah.
Like, what was the one that I read? Maybe my first one. The Strange and Beautiful, something about Ava Lavender. Strange and Beautiful Life of Ava Lavender, something like that. It was weird and dark. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's do one more sprint for 15 minutes. We'll shorten it.
Do you have any more books that you were?
Oh, I have so many I'm just gonna have to film a video. That's okay. I need video ideas anyway. So I'll film a full video of my unhaul because after I post it, I will do a Instagram book sale in case anybody wants that. And then I'll post it on Facebook. Like I'll do my whole little spiel like I normally do. But Strange and Beautiful Sorrows, that's what it's called. Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender. It's a YA, and it was weird. It's a gorgeous cover, like a big feather on the cover, and it's beautiful. But okay, so we'll do one more sprint starting at 10:10, and we'll go till 15 minutes, and then we'll kind of wrap it up and be done. Because I try to not go beyond 3 hours. That's a long time, anyways. Yeah. So actually, let me do a banner before I forget. We'll go from 10 right now. Grab your book. 10 to 25. There we go. Last sprint. You can do it. Finish that book, Amy.
Okay.
gosh. Okay. Did you finish?
I did.
Yay! Sorry I lost you there for a minute. I didn't even notice. I glanced up and I was like, wait a minute, where did she go?
Yeah.
Mia, I was reading this time People We Meet on Vacation. I started out with Les Mis for the first one and then People We Meet on Vacation for the next rest of them. And Amy, what were you reading that you finished?
I was reading Crumbs of Passion, a Casey Crumb mystery.
And is that what was making you giggle at the end?
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. A character walked in and he said, "Ooh, something smells good in here," and the narrator who is like the main character, goes, him. It was him.
That's funny. I like the banter in this one too. People we meet on vacation, they have some good, just back and forth. We're just getting to know the two main characters as they start their friendship, and and like them texting a little bit back and forth. And it's just, I like their banter with each other. That's always fun.
Yeah.
Well, Amy, thank you for coming and hanging out with me tonight.
Thank you for inviting me. It was so fun.
Go check out Amy's channel if you haven't already. She's Amy Bowman. That's all. Amy, that's not all, but that's her channel name, Amy Bowman. There it is. I just took the thing off so you could see her name there. Go and give her some love over there. I wasted 2 sprints book shopping, so I still have 10 pages left. Kelly. But yeah, definitely go check out Amy's channel if you haven't already. I expect her to have 20 or 30 or 40 more followers. There was at one point there was 90 people here. So there's 68 still right now who pound in for the long haul with us. Do I have Crispin? The Avi book? Yes, I have Crispin. That's one of the Newberries. But yeah, thank you for hanging out, everybody. Amy, I loved having you here. You're a gem. It's fun.
Thank you.
It's fun getting to know you more, and
yeah,
I'm loving our buddy read together too.
Yeah, for sure. I just want to thank you because you are literally the reason that I'm on BookTube. Because you were so encouraging, which is why I sent you a birthday present in the first place. Like, I just would not have had the gumption to do it without you. So I am very, very thankful because it's been so fun. And I've met so many wonderful people, even if I've never met them face to face.
It's awesome. It's a wonderful little community. So yay. I'm glad that you're now a part of it on this side of it.
Yeah.
Not just on the other side too. So thanks guys for hanging out tonight. You guys are awesome too, all in the comments, and anybody that watches this later, yay. Thanks for being here. I do have people that tell me that they watch them later, so it's always a little fun to see that because we just like sit and read. But there was lots of fun tonight. Lots of spicy takes and laughter tonight. It was a good time.
I froze again.
Oh yeah, you did freeze again, your video. Well, that must mean it's time to go. Oh, there she goes. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We're gonna wrap it up anyway. I'm gonna end it. But yeah, thanks. We'll be back in 2 weeks. I'll be back in 2 weeks with another one. So have a wonderful week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.